to What We're Enjoying Wednesday, part of Elmhurst Public Library at Home, the library's online program series. Each week, our staff will be talking to you about what they've been reading, watching, listening to, playing, or otherwise enjoying that they suggest to others. One of my favorite genres is feel-good sports movies, and recently I was able to watch the 2011 film Race. Race focuses on the journey of Jesse Owens, the star runner who won a record 4 gold medals at the 1936 Olympics, as well as the story behind the 1936 Olympics, which were set in Berlin at the time of the Nazi regime. The U.S. had to decide whether or not they would boycott the Olympics, and they do decide to go, but there is an added level of danger for Jesse, being a black man. The movie does not shy away from showing the discrimination that Jesse faces as a black man in the 1930s and in Nazi Germany, but this is a very inspiring true story. It is a great piece of history as well as an engaging sports story. You can check out the DVDs from the library.
This week, I've been reading An American Summer, Love and Death in Chicago by Alec Kotlowitz. This series of written portraits chronicles one summer, May through August of 2013. In that time, 172 people were killed and another 793 wounded by gunfire in Chicago. These statistics sadly are not unusual for summer in the city. Kotlowitz, a white author who spent years bringing personal stories of racial inequities to light, in this book shares, in his words, a series of dispatches, sketches of those left standing, of those emerging from the rubble, and of those trying to make sense of what they've left behind. The many people who share their lives with us readers share their struggles, pain, and resilience amidst devastating circumstances in a place that, for some, may sound like a different country, but is actually in neighborhoods only a short commute away. Kotlowitz shines a light on our broken systems, our broken nation, but the folk we meet in these pages also shine as true testaments of strength. This book is also available on CD and to download.
Hi there. The Half-Sister is the story of a family that is forever changed when a stranger arrives at their door one Sunday afternoon. Kate and Lauren are sisters who meet at their mother's every Sunday afternoon for lunch. A year after their father passes away, a younger woman named Jess arrives, claiming to be their younger half-sister. As the follow-up begins, it becomes clear that they all have been hiding some secrets and that this family is not nearly as perfect as they appear to be. If you are a fan of the psychological thriller, you will enjoy this book very much. Sandy Jones also wrote another popular book, The Other Woman, which was part of Reese's book club. So I highly recommend this if you are looking for something with some twists and turns.
I recently enjoyed the book The Girl from Widow Hills by Megan Miranda, the author of The Last House Guest. When Arden Maynor was 6 years old, she is swept away in a storm while sleepwalking outside of her house. Friends, family, and neighbors search for her for 3 days until she is miraculously found alive and clinging to a storm drain. Arden never remembers what happened to her during this childhood trauma, and when she grows up, she changes her name to Olivia Meyer and moves away to escape her past, before it can derail her life the way that it did her mother's. Just when Olivia thinks that she has survived, she wakes up outside again and stumbles over a dead body in her front yard. This suspenseful page-turner is perfect for fans of psychological thrillers, and that's The Girl from Widow Hills.
Hi, this is Lori from the Kids Library. I'd like to talk to you today about one of my favorite new graphic novels, Cub by Cynthia L. Copeland. Cub is a charming, wholesome graphic novel memoir set between 1972 and 1973. 12-year-old aspiring writer Cindy is a stereotypical awkward middle schooler who has trouble fitting in. Braces, ankle-length dresses, and curly hair. In the 70s, straight hair was hip. Don't help her image or her self-esteem. Using the analogy of predator versus prey, Cindy avoids the attention of the stylish mean girls, the predators, by acting boring and playing dead. She's mostly successful in avoiding them, but when her BFF is lured to the dark side by the predators, she feels lost until finding a group of goofy but loyal new friends. When her favorite English teacher arranges an internship for her at a daily paper as a cub reporter, she flourishes, gaining the confidence to deal with everything from the predators to awkward first attempts at dating. The lingo and some of the 70s pop culture references may be lost on today's middle schoolers, but the simple, colorful illustrations will help readers focus on this emotional, funny story they'll be able to relate to. Give this nostalgic, delightful graphic novel to tweens and teens who want a gentle read about growing up.